Justin Bieber reveals shocking dark moments with Diddy. In an interview that was both extremely personal and enlightening, Justin Bieber reflected on his long-standing bond with scene Diddy Combs. The conversation was conducted by Justin Bieber. The chat was carried out with the intention of shedding light on the manner in which the music superstar became a significant figure while experiencing some of the most difficult times in his life. In the course of the years that have passed, their relationship has expanded beyond the realm of professional contacts, transforming into a mentoring relationship that would prove to be of great importance as Justin Bieber navigated the enormous expectations that came with being a celebrity, as well as the challenges that he encountered in his personal life. Justin Bieber discussed a certain period of his life during which he felt as though he was being dominated by the unrelenting expectations that come with being popular. This discussion took place throughout the course of an interview. Justin Bieber, a young musician who was thrown into the spotlight at a young age, claimed that the constant attention, expectations, and seclusion began to weigh heavily on him due to the fact that he was constantly in the spotlight. In addition, he mentioned that he was starting to have feelings of isolation. His feelings of disorientation, uncertainty, and ambiguity over his identity and his destiny were something that he had mentioned. In addition to that, he gave an account of his sentiments of uneasiness. He had to deal not just with responsibilities that were associated with sustaining his career, but he also had to deal with the personal implications that came along with being in the public view on a consistent basis. He had to deal with both of these things. He admitted that this period of time was the cause of a serious mental health crisis during which he tried to reestablish equilibrium in his life and suffered feelings of captivity. He also admitted that he had experienced feelings of confinement. Additionally, he experienced feelings of imprisonment throughout this time period. When Justin Bieber was going through this challenging time in his life, Diddy, who is well known for his larger-than-life persona and his commercial skill, became a source of comfort and information for him. Diddy is also known for his ability to make money. Although Diddy is a well-known and accomplished guy, Justin Bieber has stated that he has discovered something more meaningful in their encounters. This is despite the fact that Diddy is a significant figure in the world. It was said by the individual that he was able to find a mentor who had a true understanding of the influence that celebrity can have on the health and happiness of an individual. Justin Bieber was able to get a deeper understanding of the intricacies that are associated with the life of a superstar with the assistance of Diddy, who had successfully ascended to the top of the music industry while overcoming his own set of problems. It was via Diddy that Justin Bieber was able to obtain this information. During a series of private conversations that Justin Bieber had with Diddy, he confided in him about his worries and concerns of all kinds. Justin Bieber related these conversations from his perspective. It was publicly mentioned by him that he was confronted with a number of uncertainties. There were a number of fears that he experienced, including concerns about his capacity to meet the requirements of the profession, as well as the anxiety that he felt about falling out of favor in the eyes of his fans and opponents. The counsel that Diddy gave had a significant influence on the circumstance, despite the fact that it was given at these times of weakness. Diddy did not merely offer platitudes, rather he recounted his own obstacles, his struggles with public opinion, and the ways that he had learned to develop in order to deal with the severe pressures that he had encountered throughout the course of his personal life. In addition to that, he talked about the manner in which he had learned to deal with problems that he had experienced in the past. A significant influence was made on Justin Bieber as a result of the fact that he was able to hear these experiences from someone who had actual knowledge with the subject matter. During his time with Diddy, Justin Bieber gained a number of valuable lessons, one of the most important of which was the need to keep a positive attitude and keep going when things become difficult. That Diddy was able to turn challenges into opportunities was something that Justin Bieber loved and admired to a significant degree. Justin Bieber considered Diddy to be an inspiration. Part of his speech included his discussion of how Diddy's strategy for conquering challenges, which is to transform them into sources of inspiration, struck a chord with him on a profound level. He said that this strategy struck a chord with him. In his reaction, Justin Bieber made it clear that Diddy did not downplay the challenges that come with becoming a major success. Instead, he emphasized the significance of perseverance and having faith in oneself. It was brought to Bieber's attention that Diddy did not skim over the challenges. Because of his time spent with Diddy, he was able to acquire the understanding that failures are an unavoidable component of the journey, and that it is essential to keep one's focus on long-term goals in spite of short-term obstacles. As a result of the assistance provided by this mentorship, Justin Bieber was able to regain his footing in both his personal and professional lives. In order to be successful, it was not enough to simply make it through the music industry. In order to be successful, one must also develop and evolve as a person before they can be called successful. Because of the impact that Diddy had on Justin Bieber, he was inspired to seek treatment and to surround himself with individuals who had a positive influence on him. This, in turn, encouraged him to take his mental health seriously and to seek treatment. Justin Bieber learned from his relationship with Diddy that he should put his own happiness and well-being ahead of the demands of fame. This was the lesson that he took away from their time together. During the course of time, Justin Bieber made the observation that he gradually became conscious of the gravity of the lesson that he had learnt. As a consequence of Bieber's conversation with Diddy, a wider variety of ideas concerning the importance of mental health awareness were sparked. This was especially true when considering the high-pressure environment that characterizes the entertainment industry, regardless of whether or not they had a personal connection with the individuals in question. This was the situation. Bieber addressed the stigma that is linked with mental health, and he pointed out that many young musicians have the same issues, but they are sometimes reluctant to speak up about them. He also mentioned that the stigma is related to mental health. Additionally, he noted that he had personal experience with the stigma that is associated with the condition. It was brought to his attention that the culture of the industry can frequently give artists the impression that they are obligated to portray power and perfection, even when they are actively fighting on the inside. This was brought to his attention. This was something that he was conscious of at the time. He came to understand that it is not only okay to seek assistance, but that vulnerability may really be a demonstration of strength rather than a sign of weakness. This was a result of Diddy's leadership, which enabled him to acquire this understanding. There is a possibility that the influence that Diddy had on Justin Bieber's life can be interpreted as a metaphor for the way in which a mentor can alter the course of a person's life. The fact that Diddy not only assisted Justin Bieber with his financial concerns, but also coached him through the mental and emotional challenges that come along with success is something that Justin Bieber has stressed on several occasions. Diddy was the one who took care of him in this regard. As a result of the connection that develops between them, it is clear how essential it is to have a reliable mentor who is able to offer not only professional guidance, but also personal insight. Justin Bieber was able to emerge from the most difficult phases of his life more powerful and more focused with the assistance of Diddy's guidance, which was vital. These words of wisdom were imparted to Bieber by Diddy. Justin Bieber has made a huge contribution to the elimination of the stigma that is associated with mental health issues, particularly among young men and musicians who are in the public eye. This is especially true among those who are in the spotlight. Through the sharing of his extremely personal opinions, he has accomplished this. The music industry is seeing a larger cultural movement in which an increasing number of musicians are utilizing their platforms to talk openly about mental health, offering encouragement to others to get help and prioritizing their own well-being. This is a component of the larger cultural trend that is taking place in the music industry. That he is honest is one of the factors that has contributed to this revolution. By the time everything is said and done, the relationship that Justin Bieber has with Diddy is a demonstration of the power of mentorship, the power of perseverance, and the power of personal development. This serves as a good reminder that even those who appear to have everything could be battling behind the scenes, and that having aid and direction can make all the difference in the world when it comes to overcoming the most daunting obstacles that life has to offer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.